Welcome back to another Nerdmotron movie commentary.
Welcome, one and all.
It's yet another one. And we're currently swinging on through the Sam Raimi Spider-Man Trilogy.
Strong pun there.
Very good. And now it is time for what many consider to be the best Spider-Man movie, and possibly even the best comic book movie. Do I agree with that?
We're about to find out.
You'll just have to listen and find out. Right, that's enough fucking around. Let's rock and roll. Get your copies lined up. And we're hitting play in 3, 2, 1. Play!
So,
there we go.
We've got Columbia Pictures.
Columbia, Torch, Lady.
Zooming out.
Zoom.
Stopped.
And it says
Columbia.
And
Sony Pictures
Entertainment Company.
And Danny Elfman.
Yeah. And flicky pages, and there we go, we're all synced up.
Yes. Should we wait and say what it's... Marvel now. Still complete. Fading out. Okay, we're there.
And here we go with another extended opening credits sequence. Although this one is quite good because it's like Alex Ross paintings of like the previous movie to get everybody caught up. As if you could forget the sheer joy that is Spider-Man, first Spider-Man, you know?
I mean, I certainly haven't forgotten it. We watched it very recently.
We did. See, there's a spider biting him, and
Kirsten Dunst in a wind machine.
MJ and
remember that sequence, do you? Kirsten Dunst in a wind machine.
Well, yeah, that's like the whole movie, isn't it? It's just what they do with these movies is they put.
God, it does look ripped in that picture.
They put Kirsten Dunst in the wind machine. That's just how these go.
Oh, and that's when he was being sexist.
Yes, / homophobic / just not very nice.
Well, Peter Parker is a menace. We've established that.
Yeah, he's a bit of a dickhead, really. Isn't he?
Evil picture there. There is something quite acceptable about J. Jonah Jameson's treating him as a menace. He is a bit of a menace.
Yeah, well, up to a point, yeah. But I mean,
at a minimum, just all the amounts of like webbing he leaves hanging around the city must really piss off cleaners.
Well, it only lasts for an hour before it decomposes. You know?
Shit.
That's
skeptical.
True.
I'm skeptical.
Well, Well, you never. If it wasn't true, then in this movie, the entire city would be just covered in webs because this is like 2 years after the first one or something.
That's true.
So if it didn't,
he's a menace. He's living webs all over my building. Every time he comes up here.
Also, I don't think that's J. Jonah Jameson's main concern when it comes to
no, he's causing a mess in the city. Sticking all these bad guys to the walls and bits of masonry falling off. It's awful.
Yeah, I do agree with JJ up to a point, but there comes a point when you have to realise that Spider-Man is quite clearly doing more good than harm, you know?
But vigilantism is bad.
Yeah, but the cops aren't going to be able to take down Green Goblin, are they?
Well, they should get a better budget, shouldn't they?
Well, let's not. Let's not, shall we? Oh, whiny
I know.
Tobey Maguire. mean, Peter Parker.
That is the worst part of it all. How whiny he is.
Right, let's talk about the cast, shall we?
Let us. So
all your favourites and Jimmy the Shitebag are back.
Jimmy the Shitebag.
Jimmy the Shitebag, that's what I'm calling him. So of course we have the return of Tobias as our main man.
Oh yes.
The Spider-Man. Although there is some controversy around that.
He's so unsubtle. Just like he looks obviously at his Spider-Man gloves and shoves it in his pocket. Sorry, there was a disturbance.
Yeah, it's very comic booky. This is a real pizza place, by the way. It's a real place.
And I bet they get good business now.
Well, I think they probably had good business.
No, they'll only have good business because they've had.
It's like a very famous pizza place in New York, apparently.
Yeah, no.
So
it's on Bleecker Street as well. So Dr. Strange is just down the road.
Indeed. So yeah, as I say, Tobias is back. Although there is some controversy about that we'll get into later.
What, that he's a bit of an asshole?
Well, maybe, but maybe not.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
We shall find out.
As for the newbies for this movie, we have, of course, the great Alfred Molina as Dr. Otto Octavius, a.k.a. Dr. Octopus.
That's your actual name?
Yeah. So he was in Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981.
What is he?
Yeah, he's the guy at the start. When they go in the tomb, he gets the spiders all over him.
Oh, right.
And he betrays Indy. Yeah, it's Alfred Molina.
I need to watch that again.
Yes, Satipo, I think his name is. Guy with Indy in the tomb at the start. Stole that guy's pizzas! That was originally going to be a Stan Lee cameo, but then they changed it to whoever that guy was. So ironically, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, he gets covered in spiders. And then he's in a Spider-Man movie.
Is that
like
ironic or just
later.
a coincidence?
Well, it depends who you listen to and the definition of...
If we go to the Alanis Morissette school of irony, then yes, it's irony.
Yeah. Off he goes. What else was he in? Species, 1995.
Ah. I've seen that in a while.
Boogie Nights, 1997.
He's just put webbing all over it. He's going to serve a bit of pizza that some guy has just poured.
Yeah, this has all just not gone well at all, has it? And also, what are you doing here, Peter? Listen, just leave the mops. You're already running late. This is just rubbing salt in the wound, really.
Well, he's just doing his Clark Kent clumsiness, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
Because he's not really...
You'd think he would be a little bit more coordinated than that. Also, who's put those mops in there in such a way as they're just falling out?
How did he get in there?
All of those are questions that are going through her mind right now. You late, Spider-Man. Also, we missed the line.
What?
Pizza time.
I caught it.
Pizza time. Boogie Nights, 1997. Alfred Molina we're talking about here. Magnolia, 1999. Both very good movies. He does the voice of King Gustav of Kaznia in the Justice League cartoon. I didn't know that. He was in the Da Vinci Code, 2006.
Still not seen that.
He does the voices of... I wouldn't bother. It's really boring. He does the voices of Firestorm, Lex Luthor, and Mr. Banjo in Robot Chicken DC Comics Special and its sequels.
Okay.
He's in Monsters University, 2013.
Who is he in that? I don't know.
I don't think I've seen that. He's the devil in Rick and Morty.
Ah.
And he voices Mr. Freeze and some other guy in the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Quite the comic book history then.
Yes. And of course he reprises his role as Doc Ock in Spider-Man: No Way Home.
He does.
To great effect.
Oh my god.
Yeah, again, how does Peter Parker, normal human man, get those shots of Spider-Man?
Well, he's mates with Spidey, isn't he?
Oh, he's so good.
He is so good.
Who else have we got? We've got Donna Murphy as Rosalie Octavius. She was Mother Gothel in Tangled 2010 and adjacent media.
I've not seen it.
She was in The Bourne Legacy in 2012.
Ah.
But here's a question for you.
Yes.
Was she in TNG?
Yes.
Question mark.
I'm just saying yes because you're asking. So she must be, yes.
Sort of, yes.
What do you mean, sort of?
She played Angie in Star Trek Insurrection.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, she fucking did. Okay, that counts. That counts as TNG.
Yeah. Well, yeah, which it's sort of TNG. It's a TNG movie, so it's not exact. Although it's one of the more
TNG
episodes.
ones. Yeah,
I really like Insurrection. A lot of people hate it. I really like it.
I mean, in terms of being fun movies, First Contact is still my favourite TNG movie.
Of course.
But in terms of being a good TNG story, Insurrection is pretty good in terms of being like a standalone extended episode. I think we agreed.
Yeah, it is really just like they took a 2 or 3 parter and just kind of jammed it all into one thing.
And they gave Worf a big purple bazooka.
They did.
Big space bazooka.
Yes.
So he fires once.
And F. Murray Abraham's in that.
Is he?
Yes. He's the bad guy.
Oh my god.
Ruafo or something?
Ruafo, yeah, but he's got so much shit in his face you can't really tell.
Yeah.
Big melty face man.
Oh, next up we've got this fella, Daniel Giles.
That's
that's Dylan Baker. Never mind.
That's not Reese fans.
We've got Daniel Giles as John Jameson, JJ's son.
Oh.
Really keeping with the theme with the names in that family, just all the J's.
What does J. Jonah Jameson's first J mean?
John, I think.
So his son's John too. So
I don't know, actually.
John Jonah Jameson II.
Yeah, I don't. Well, actually, probably the third because JJ John Jameson, the newspaper guy, is
J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson Jr.
Oh, so it's J. Jonah Jameson the third.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So fun fact about that character, the character of John Jameson, in the comics, he goes to the moon and becomes a werewolf.
On the moon?
On the moon.
Obviously.
Not much of a movie acting career to talk about, but he has been in 1 episode of NCIS.
Right.
23 episodes of The Vampire Diaries. He narrates the Marvel's Thor Metal Gods podcast, which I'd never heard of, but actually sounds kind of fun. Together with a Korean tiger goddess, a gender-fluid space pirate, and frost giant mercenaries, the sons of Odin must each confront their pasts and face the truth behind the destruction of a planet that Thor once tried to help. Sounds fun.
What film's this?
It's a podcast. It's Marvel's Thor Metal Gods, the podcast.
And it's a podcast with that story?
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe I should listen to that.
Yeah, have you never listened to like narrative podcasts before?
I have, yeah, but I would have called them radio plays.
Yeah, well, you're an old person, so, you know. Anyway, I was skipping ahead to this chap earlier, but Dylan Baker as Dr. Curtis
Sorry, look at James Franco's twatty face.
Oh, yeah, I hate him. And who shows up at somebody's birthday party
just
and
to ask to get pictures of him getting
in one breath he's like, "Oh hey Peter, I've missed you. We never talk anymore." And then in the next breath he's like, "Tell me who Spider-Man is, or I'm gonna beat you up."
Yeah, well, Spider-Man will beat you up better.
Yeah, he hasn't really thought the whole thing through, has he?
What movie was it where someone was like, "Oh, no, it was Batman or something, wasn't it?" When it's like, you think that for some reason that this billionaire is Batman, and your first thought is to threaten them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Good luck. Yeah, that was in fact The Dark Knight.
That's Morgan Freeman, wasn't it?
Yeah, and some other guy. So, Dylan Baker was in Planes, Trains and Automobiles, 1987. The Last of the Mohicans, 1992. No. Requiem for a Dream,
Great
2000.
movie.
Very good
Haven't seen
movie.
it in a while, though. Very depressing.
It's distressing, yeah. It's not exactly family viewing.
No.
Along Came a Spider, 2001.
Coincidental?
Road to Perdition, 2002.
Not seen that either.
It's fine. It's one of those boring gangster movies where everybody's like sad and I don't want to be a gangster anymore, but you know how they go.
We've got Aunt May getting all weepy to give him money again. Remember this?
Yeah.
It's a cheesy scene.
She does tend to waffle on a bit, doesn't she?
Thanks for the exposition there, May. Yeah, it's 2 years later.
Yeah. It's very, very comic book dialogue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Catching you up on the previous issue. Dylan Baker, also in Anchorman 2, 2013. He does the voice of Doom, Doombot, and Victor Von Doom on Marvel's Wastelanders' Old Man Star-Lord, and Doctor Doom in Marvel's Wastelanders' Doom. Now you're probably asking...
What's Marvel's Wastelanders?
I will tell you. It's an interconnected series of 6 radio drama podcasts.
Well, are they radio dramas or podcasts?
Though they are very specifically radio drama podcasts.
I just noticed earlier on as well. How is it that she's looking younger in this movie than she does in the first one? Is it the hair clip?
Possibly.
I think it kind of is. It's like her costuming looks like she's just a bit of a younger person.
Yeah. She doesn't seem to have aged at all, really.
She's gone back in time 2 years and he's just stayed stone. They're the same.
Yeah. So yeah, Marvel's Wastelanders, 6 interconnected radio drama podcasts set in a variation of the Old Man Logan universe. Hence Old Man Star-Lord, as I said minutes ago. You may remember.
You did. I do remember that, yes. Are you going to tell your mother now?
Just fucking tell her.
But he can't because he's Spider-Man and it will be a risk to her.
Tell her that you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know.
Just...
I'm telling you right now, man. If I get superpowers, I'm telling you, and you're just a friend. Like, you know, I'm not trying to like get stuck in. You definitely use it as a way to get a girl. By the way, you know how you love Spider-Man? I'm him. Yeah. Check out my spider weenie. That's what Peter Parker would say. You know he would.
Well,
you know he would.
This version, probably. Yeah,
this Peter Parker would be like, it's spider weenie time or something. He'll say something.
Get a load of my spinneret, baby.
Let's hope he doesn't do the Spider-Man move for her.
Oh, God. Right, let's move on, shall we? Just let's move along.
Yes, let's move along.
So this is all a bit weird, because she's like all flirty and suggestive with him, and then he's like, he knocks her back, and then she's immediately like, oh, by the way, I've got a boyfriend. It's like, what game are you playing here?
She wants him to make the move.
Well, yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah. She's not daft. She quite clearly knows what's going on. Not the Spider-Man thing, but the rest of it, you know. And the whole thing with the play and not going to the play is a bit daft as well, because he could just go and see another showing of it. Like, he missed that one, fair enough. He could just go and see it again, you know?
Yeah. Oh, is this his neighbour that fancies him as well?
Yeah. Mr. Dickovich.
Hey, Peter!
That's rude.
That's a really kind of bad parenting.
Yeah.
That's like, I promise her things all the time and I never give.
I mean, he's a landlord, isn't he? So, Ditkovich is obviously a reference to Ditko.
Indeed.
The artist/writer. I can't remember which he was.
Well, I think he was the artist and it was Dan.
I think he did a bit of both.
Well, probably.
This is good. I think Tobey Maguire kind of insisted on having a shitty little apartment like this because he'd like lived in crappy rundown apartments in his time. So he was like, I know what a poor person's living arrangements are like. You know?
Mm-hmm. Some little bedsit in New York. I mean, you'd move out of New York if you were skin. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean,
you would.
Not that simple, really.
I mean, you totally would.
Like, his job and family are all in the city, you know?
Yeah, but he's Spider-Man. He can swing in whenever he wants.
That's true. That's a violation of human rights, actually.
Do they have human rights in America?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably not, actually.
Not now. They're allowed to say what they want, but they don't get any rights beyond that.
Well, some people are allowed to say what they want, and most people actually aren't. Mm-hmm. So presumably, if Peter hadn't come and disturbed him, then the experiment would have been fine because he would have had more time to prepare for it.
Is that the excuse we're going with?
I've just thought of that right here and right now.
No, I do get the feeling that everything goes off as normal, but
it was always going to go
destined
wrong.
to fuck up.
Yeah, fair.
And then whatever fucks up, it smashes the little chip in the back of his neck, doesn't it? And then that causes him to go a bit loopy. But
yeah. So you're saying with great power comes great responsibility, Otto? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying when you have a really advanced piece of technology where the only thing stopping the arms from taking over your brain is a little microchip, maybe contain that microchip in something a little more protected and not let it just get smashed with a
I was talking about the thing that he said. He was like, he was basically doing the great power, great responsibility thing, but rewording it.
He just wants to be a new papa for Pete.
Yeah, do you though? Yeah, there she is. It's what's her name? From that thing that we said before.
No, he probably ripped off loads of money from people.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably slept like a bloody baby.
Yeah, he probably did sleep, actually.
A very luxurious bed.
Yeah. That's none of your business, actually.
No.
Also, the answer to that question is no, Peter.
There is a girl I want to be my girlfriend that isn't.
Do you remember that last scene where you very specifically rejected the whole idea?
Does he mention her the entire time he's in the No Way Home universe?
I don't think so. No.
So much for loving his
But
wife
I mean,
so
he's
much.
kind of got bigger problems at the time. Like having been transported to another universe and suddenly being evil again.
But I suppose. But then he's more concerned about my machine!
Yeah. His machine is his real love, you see.
Oh god, don't take
do
this
it.
advice.
Don't do... I mean, that works on an English major, apparently, but... God almighty.
Oh, he's such a dweeb.
So...
Like,
cringy.
No shade on poetry, that's fine, but you have to be into it yourself. Don't just, like, investigate it to read stuff.
Yeah, this is fucking incel shit. This is like straight out of the game, you know what I mean? Also, why have you done this, Peter? Has Aunt May taught you nothing?
Apparently not.
Get some colour catchers.
Not only that, you should have set the colours on your dye job afterwards, otherwise it would be running. You don't want to be... Otherwise it's going to rain and you get it all over your skin.
Yeah. It's amazing nobody's figured out he's Spider-Man, really, when you think about it.
It must be very hot all day wearing pyjamas underneath his clothes.
Yeah. Especially
not just
in
the
pyjamas.
muggy New York days. That's horrible.
Oh. That's grossly inappropriate.
Yep. Yeah, how's she got so many pictures of herself? Oh, look, it's maybe Mysterio again.
Yeah.
I don't get how she's, like, quite so famous when she's apparently quite so crap and gets fired.
Well, yeah, it was the thing in the first one, wasn't it? She was getting rejected from all sorts of places. You would probably just not bother.
Yeah.
With that, you know?
Or, if anything, go with just one. and then it's a bit more romantic.
Well, I suppose if you're going to do that, you best have spares, just in case, something like this happens.
Your only form of transport.
I'm Spider-Man. Also get bitten by a genetically altered spider. That helps as well.
I suppose I was going to say, why didn't they stop? But they're a criminal. But why did the police not stop after they just saw some guy's bike get hit?
Because they're police, and yeah, that's all I really need to say about that, isn't it?
Fair enough. Oh, look, a cab in the corner of the screen there. So it's a cab.
Yeah. See what you did there.
Is it
yes, a web. What the fuck else was it going to be?
Oh, is this the special stringy cam technology?
Yes. The spider cam.
Impressive.
He probably could have swung closer to the middle of the street there and stopped all of those bullets flying into people's homes, but,
He's not a bad... He's a menace, we know this.
Yeah, well, true.
I mean, think about the budget they're going to need. They're going to have to get the fire engine out with a ladder to get them down. They're not arrested,
They could just wait.
Oh, the one empty seat that you notice is Peter's. Great actor getting put off.
Yeah. Also, she probably wouldn't be able to see into the audience, Yes. Yeah, sort yourself out, mate. You're a wreck.
What about at the interval?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say there are usually procedures for seating latecomers at these things, and it usually is that just you get them in at the interval. Also, he's Spider-Man. He could just climb in through the roof,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, doo-dee-doo, doo-doo-doo-be-doo-doo-be-doo. Very good. Subtle reference that. You may have missed it.
Was that some sort of song?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah. Something approximating music.
Yeah.
So, let's move on to a little section that I like to call Tobey Maguire's Back.
Or the symbol. Just his back.
That's what it's called. Tobey Maguire's Back.
Is it apostrophe S or is...
Yes. So, when our mate Tobias signed on to be Spider-Man, he was contracted for 3 movies.
Yes.
Filming on Seabiscuit aggravated a back condition that he suffered from. See, Tobey Maguire's back and Tobey Maguire's back because he's back in the movie.
Indeed.
See?
I saw what you did there. Is this also a bit of a meta reference to the comment about bad backs in No Way Home? Oh, sorry, I'm spoiling. Carry on.
We'll get to that sort of. Where was I? Yeah, so Sam Raimi was told that Maguire could be paralysed if he suffered a back injury, which is probably quite likely given all the swinging and the kicking and the punching and stuff. So, Jake Gyllenhaal, or Gyllenhaal,
I think.
Yeah, was cast in his place.
Oh,
and
he's
of
got
course,
the yips, doesn't he? Sorry, come on.
No, I was just enjoying Spider-Man dropping out this guy like that. It was quite fun. So Jake Gyllenhaal, of course, would later go on to play Mysterio in Spider-Man Far From Home.
So he was cast to replace him?
Yeah.
And then they still got him back? I don't understand.
Well, oddly enough, I may have information about that in this section that is specifically about the thing.
You should have put this in interesting or not interesting, because this is quite interesting.
Well, shut up. Just shut up.
Oh, I love this scene.
Yeah, this is good. Improvised, of course. Apparently they did like 23 takes of this or something, and they just went with the first one. That wasn't that interesting. There you go. Yeah, it is a cool Spidey outfit, actually. I love the raised webbing. It's really good. Quite unique.
I made it. Very skillful.
Yeah, it would. You're wearing it literally all the time. It's very good.
Good stuff.
Anyway, Jake Gyllenhaal, that is.
Yep, not Maggie.
Not Maggie, Jake. Said in an interview in 2019 that he was just one of several actors considered as a replacement for Tobias.
Okay.
Raimi said prior to filming that he was worried Tobias and Kirsten Dunst wouldn't have the same chemistry that they had in the first one, since they were a couple at that time and were broken up by the time this movie came around.
Did they have even chemistry in the first one?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Well,
I mean, I think it was more the dialogue kind of let it down, but you could tell they were pals, There were rumours and accusations that Tobias faked the back problem to get more money. But this seems not to be the case at all, actually. It was also rumoured that the moment in Spider-Man 2, this movie, the one we're watching right now,
this one here,
there's a moment in this where he falls and hurts his back, and it was rumoured that was a sly reference to him faking a back injury, which he wasn't actually doing because it's a real condition that he actually has. But yeah, there's no real evidence that was referencing that at all. There is a newspaper headline somewhere in this movie that reads something like, "Can back injury lead to brain shrinkage?" or something like that, which could be a wee dig at Tobias.
But he already had a tiny brain anyway, so it's fine.
Oh,
yes, that was cruel.
Very rude. Very, very rude. It also could be, it could be true because he wasn't very popular on the set of the first movie. If you remember, I told a little story about Joe Manganiello. Somebody tried to pay him to break his nose, and I think there's a bit in this when he drops his books and bends down to pick them up, and he gets hit in the head with people's bags.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's an outtake of that. I think it's actually Sam Raimi, and it's purely accidental, but it is quite funny in the context of all these rumours and allegations and such, where like the bag strap hooks around his head and like drags him.
No way. Well, that was Sam Raimi carrying the bag.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, classic.
So Toby's back nearly stopped him from coming back to star in a movie in which he plays hurting his back for a joke.
It's not very funny, really, is it?
Tobey Maguire's back. There we go. That was that section.
Yay, fusion. Don't kill the planet, please.
Yes, safe. Safe with an asterisk. I don't think there's particularly anything safe about just conjuring a fucking miniature sun in a loft in the middle of New York City. Doesn't seem like a good idea to me.
Don't mind me in my pajamas, I couldn't find my outfit. I mean, I kind of do like the outfit because it looks like the sort of 1920s strongman look that inspired all the superheroes anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bloody hell, get some numbing gel on you or something.
Yeah, you would think so. Those are real needles, apparently.
What, that actually went inches into his body? I imagine.
Possibly.
Maybe not.
I think there would probably be health and safety issues with that.
The special effects in this are so good because it's like actual puppetry for a lot of the close-ups, and it ties in really nicely.
Yeah.
Still holds up pretty well.
Well, it does. I mean, that's the good thing about practical effects.
No, but even the CGI that was for the wide shots.
Yeah, true, yeah. Also, why isn't this the headline? You know, this amazing technology that he's just been like, oh, by the way, I've made this fusion reactor thing, but whatever. I've also invented this artificial intelligence multi-arm prosthetic machine that could revolutionise.
Look at the little piece of glass, just completely unprotected.
Yeah. You'd put it in a little box or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or like put it inside
You'd at least have
metal
it like, electromagnetically
casing.
shielded.
Yeah.
Dealing with these kinds of electromagnetic fields
I
and
don't
stuff.
think he's very bright, is Otto, is the thing.
Well, I think it's the hubris of intelligence,
well,
isn't it?
yeah. That's not true.
No?
It's more abundant than that. Shut up.
Maybe there's only that much of it actually refined on the planet at once.
Possibly, yeah. But it's not actually that difficult to get, I don't think. Yeah, share one last little smile with your beloved wife.
Oh, is she going to die now or something, actually? Did she not get crushed or...
She dies now.
Oh!
Lasers!
I swear those sound effects are from something else.
Yeah, probably. Tends to be the case with sound effects.
Or I feel like they've been sampled in something. Oh, it's him!
Yeah, I recognise that guy as well, yeah.
Is he the guy from Lost?
Maybe? Don't really remember Lost well enough.
He's also in an episode of Star Trek Voyager.
There you go.
In the palm of my robot hand.
Yeah, he is very pleased with himself, isn't he?
He likes his poetry.
That's probably fine.
How?
Yeah, that's probably fine.
I don't understand why all these things are moving, but the guy's glasses behind him aren't.
Plastic glasses?
They'd have a little screw at least, didn't they?
Could be a plastic screw.
And that was fake gold jewellery?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit vague as to what the thing is actually attracting. Because it's like metal, but also other stuff as well, kind of. No, that's fine. That's normal.
Like, the sheer amounts of radiation in that arc alone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a miniature sun. How is that not giving off so much light that they're all blinded? That's like a nuclear reactor right there.
Yeah.
That's
Doesn't
like
make a lot of sense.
seeing the sun through a filter. What? Well, it does a bit. I just saved your life.
Yeah, it's got to count for something, really, doesn't it? Ooh, ow. That would have given you back problems.
Oh yeah, this is when she dies, isn't it?
Ah!
That's why she's
Classic.
not mentioned again.
Classic Sam Raimi woman
Oh!
screaming. Yeah, she really got fucked up there, didn't she? And the inevitable has happened.
See, it's not even shielded.
Kaboom.
It's quite the little split.
And now that's probably just become a little singularity that's going to cause problems.
When you say a little singularity, I know you're being poetic, but do you even get the difference in size of a singularity? Is a singularity not just a singularity? Can you get a big singularity
I think
versus
so.
a little one?
Yeah.
But I thought the point of the singularity was a single point, so it doesn't matter. Like, you don't get the size of a single point, do you?
I don't know. What am I? A
Quantum physicist?
Quantum... Yeah, one of them. I'm not a quantum anything. The press will be there soon. Why weren't they there already? Who are all those people in that room if they weren't the press?
Just going to deal with this pop-up.
We've got a pop-up.
Oh yeah. It's fused to your spinal column. You buggered, mate.
Yeah, that's game over, really, isn't it?
Jesus.
This is a great sequence, this.
You're about to get viciously murdered by some robot arms.
Yeah. And I'm glad, quite frankly.
Yeah, why do we see these doctors as villains in this scene?
Because they're laughing and joking at a time when they should be very serious and professional. That's okay, because they're all going to die now.
Jesus. It's very Sam Raimi.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell everyone had a lot of fun doing this. They're like,
Oh!
Yeah, nobody's going to help you, love.
Why has he got a blindfold on?
It's probably
if anything,
just
they would
kind
have had his eyes, or they tape them shut, don't they, to make sure you can't open it. But when you're under anaesthetic,
probably to stop his eyes from
Oh,
falling out or
chainsaw.
something. Oh.
don't know why that's a petrol chainsaw that he managed to start one-handed.
Yeah. That's quite funny.
Jeez, crazy.
It's quite good, that, isn't it?
Very shiny, nicely polished.
So we can move on to the fun stuff section, and in fact, the first note that I have in the fun stuff section is the horror sequence where the robot arms kill everyone is very Raimi and very good and fun.
It's very fun.
Now, speaking of sound effects, did you know that the sound effects for the arms were made using motorbike chains and piano wires?
I do now. He's doing a Darth Vader.
He is, yeah. Well, no, Darth Vader's doing
True.
an Octavius.
True. Yes, I wouldn't want to belittle George Lucas's writing abilities.
Really, I would. They're
Oh no, I
awful.
really would.
They're terrible. He's bad at his job.
He's a bad man.
I wouldn't say he was a bad man. I think he's
At writing.
probably quite a nice man.
Yeah,
Although
he does actually seem quite nice in real life.
I don't know. Who really knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, so the arms are mostly practical, being controlled by 4 people,
Yep.
each one of them.
I was gonna say, yeah, each. Yeah, it's like lots and lots
With
of people.
the claw controlled, each claw controlled by its own puppeteer. They were going to go fully CGI for the arms, but it was actually cheaper to go with the practical option.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And you know me, I am a sucker for practical effects.
Same. What are the odds?
Science squid.
But it's taken.
Yeah. Good old Hoffman.
Why don't you pay your phone bill? Because you don't pay me enough.
Yeah. Ooh, he's suspicious. Very good.
Oh, nice little dissolve there.
Yeah. The first trailer for this was released in December 2003. Did you know that?
I thought this was out in 2002, so how does that work?
No, the first one was 2002.
Oh, is it? Okay, when was this out then?
2004? I should know that.
It was,
really
yes.
know
2004, yes.
Yes, and it was shown before screenings of The Return of the King, which I've done a commentary for.
What a shame.
The extended edition, of
good
course,
Lord.
because I'm not a coward.
You're a fucking masochist.
Those movies are great, and the extended editions are...
Way too long.
They're not too long. Well, they are. They're not actually too long.
Well,
No,
I've watched
actually,
them, but
they
I've
are.
watched them in chunks.
Because there's a lot of stuff that's added in that's just completely unnecessary. In particular, in Return of the King, in fact, I think it is. Or maybe Two Towers. There's like a conversation between Aragorn and Gandalf that is basically just a 5-minute rehash of the previous scene. So, you know. Alfred Molina was announced to return as Doc Ock in No Way Home in 2021.
And he did return.
Molina claimed that the character would be the same version as from Spider-Man 2, and his story arc would continue directly from the film's ending.
And it sort of does.
Sort of. In No Way Home, the villains are said to have been plucked from their universes at the moment of their deaths, but Doc Ock had redeemed himself at the end of this movie, spoiler alert, taking control of the arms and eliminating their influence over his personality. So, how does that...
but then he got knocked unconscious and sucked into a portal at the bottom of an ocean, or a river. And then
Well, true.
He's probably been a bit discombobulated by the time travel.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be argued that it could be argued that his control over the arms was only temporary, and sort of wavered as he was dying. So the personality of the arms took over again. There is an official...
What a badass! Look at him!
Nothing shall stop me! There is an official answer to this, according to the Spider-Man Films wiki, so take that with a pinch of salt, I guess. The official answer being that he was taken while he's choking Spider-Man. You know, I was kind of choking him at the end, and then Spider-Man's like, go and just be good, please. And then he's like, oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's how that ends.
Then why is he trying to fight Peter immediately?
Well, because he's still evil at that point, while he's trying to murder Peter in his own universe. He gets taken at that point. But it isn't exactly the moment of his death, but it's close enough, I suppose. That's Thingy from Community.
I'm not seeing Community, but I thought I recognised it or something.
You should watch Community, because it's very good.
Just started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's pretty good as well.
It is pretty good.
This is very, very comic booky.
Yeah, I love the hat too.
Yeah. I like how he tailored a patch into his jacket for covering up his arms. That was very...
Hat? What? Oh, really?
Yeah, like he rips a patch off his back and the arms come out.
Alright. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're a bank manager. Fuck you.
Okay.
That's so good.
Yeah.
It's the thing at the back there. Very good. I love the fact that it's a bank vault. It's an actual vault for a start.
And it's full of bags of
gold.
Well, it's a movie, isn't it? Of course
it's full of gold.
I
see what he did there.
That would have been such a smack.
Yeah.
Like, the weight in those bags of gold coins would be incredible.
Well, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? With, like, Peter Parker is, Spider-Man, they're the same person, you know that. They are one of the strongest characters in Marvel. And other than the mechanical arms, Dr. Octopus is just a guy. And later on, Spider-Man is really punching him quite severely in the head. So
Yeah, but he's holding back, as we learned in the comics.
well, yeah, but also he's kidnapped Aunt May at that point. In fact, I think it's about to
He
happen.
still doesn't want to kill him, though, does he? He's not an asshole. He means well.
This version of Peter Parker / Spider-Man is very much an asshole.
Well, yeah.
We've already established that he's a weird incel creep. So
I'm getting the sun glaring in my eyes now. All these blooming sunny days.
oh no, it's Aunt May. He's been kidnapped.
I'm gonna go do a King Kong thing now and climb a building. There's a lot of these reaction shots in Sam Raimi films as well, aren't there? Just randoms.
Yeah.
Screaming.
Usually women. Screaming directly into the camera. It's a bit of a Sam Raimi staple, that.
I like how she's still got her cane. Whoopsie. Good job your webbing's worked now.
Just given up your hostage now, haven't you? That was a bit silly. Ooh. They really have no respect for masonry, these people, do they? There's Stan.
There was Stanley.
Not doing a lot of damage to those cars, those falling chunks of masonry. Barely made a dent. Almost as if they were made from polystyrene or something.
Are you suggesting that this is movie magic and somehow not real?
Well, I mean, we are looking at a couple of CGI
people,
rubber
yeah.
men flailing around in midair, so, you know. It does look pretty good.
It still holds up pretty well.
There are a couple of...
This is 20 years old now. That's mental.
Yeah, that is quite mental. Speaking of mental, are you ready for... Look out, here comes the spider quiz?
I'm ready, yes.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Question
No,
one.
I forgot about that. She falls like 6 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't thank her.
Yeah, thank the architect.
Can you stop punning, please? I'm against bantering!
Yeah.
This is banter! No!
Oh, that's rude. Yeah, quite right.
She's gonna nut him in the head, yeah?
Yeah. I think he probably would have been fine anyway, because he's like
He's got the Peter Tingle.
He's got super reactions, doesn't he?
It's called the Peter Tingle.
I refuse to call it that.
I know, it really annoys me still.
There they go, the police just opening fire on a residential building.
Yeah, you got away with 2 bags of money. What a rubbish raid that was.
Yeah, it's big bags of gold doubloons are probably worth
Oh, you sound just like my grandson.
Yeah.
Or my nephew.
Anyway, look out, here comes the spider quiz. Question 1. Dr. Octavius did become a hero of sorts in the comics when he swapped minds with Peter Parker.
Indeedy.
But what did he call himself? Was it A, the Avenging Spider? Was it B, Superior Spider-Man? Was it C, Octo Spider? Or was it D, Man Spider?
I'm going to go with B.
You are correct, it was Superior Spider-Man.
Nice.
I've not read those comics, but I really want to.
I do know the story about how he basically punches a hole through someone and realises how Peter Parker...
Yeah.
Yeah. You left the lens cap on. Jeez,
what a buffoon.
Oh, got his thumb in the punt there. Very good.
Beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The little divot in the bottom of a bottle. When you pour it, you put your thumb in the punt and you pour it like he was pouring it.
Keep your thumbs to yourself, thank you very much.
I shall put my thumb in the punt when I next pour campaign. Thank you very much.
Oh, relax. Your dad was an asshole anyway.
Yeah, and your butler still hasn't told you, has he?
Yeah.
What a twat.
Right, question 2. Doc Ock is famous for forming which supervillain team? Is it A?
Can I guess now?
No.
Okay, carry on.
because you'll ruin the whole multiple choice thing.
Okay.
God's sake. I didn't do this when you were doing your quizzes. Or maybe I did, I can't remember. Doc Ock is famous for forming which supervillain team? Is it A, the Dark Avengers? Is it B, the Smash Squad? Is it C, the Sinister Six? Or is it D, the Spider Slayers?
I think it's C, the Sinister Six.
Correct. It is indeed the Sinister Six. Bonus points! Name the 5 other members of the original Sinister Six, and you get 1 point for each.
The Vulture?
Correct.
Electra?
Correct.
Sandman?
Correct.
Dr. Octavius? Dr. Octopus?
No, the 5 other members.
Oh, okay. Green Goblin? No. No, he's not.
Not the original, no.
Oh, the original. Okay. I don't know. Venom?
No.
No, I don't know.
This was long before Venom was on the
I
scene.
genuinely don't know. The Wall. Is it The Wall?
It's not the Wall, no. Don't think he was ever on anyone's team.
Okay, let me keep thinking. I'm sure I can...
Okay.
Who else have we seen in these... I don't know. Oh, God.
I love this. Yeah, just like, shut up. Just, what the fuck are you doing, Peter? Shut the fuck up.
You're such a dweeb, Peter. Okay, I don't know. I give up. Who are the last 2?
So it's Vulture, Sandman, Electro, Mysterio, and Kraven the Hunter.
I would have guessed Mysterio next. I forgot.
Well, you didn't, did you?
I only got 3 out of 5.
No, you only got 2 out of 5 there. Vulture and Electro, and then you gave
And
up.
I said Sandman.
No, you didn't.
I did. I definitely did.
I dispute that.
I definitely
And we
did.
have no recorded evidence of this whatsoever.
We definitely do, and I should be vindicated by everyone listening who's saying, yes, he did. He said Sandman. But he got the other 2 wrong because he's shit.
Question 3.
Yep.
Which important figure in Spider-Man's life did Otto Octavius nearly marry? Is it A?
Aunt May.
Could you stop doing that?
Okay.
Is it A, Aunt May?
Yes.
Is it B, Gwen Stacy?
Oh,
is it
God.
C, Flash Thompson? Or is it D, Felicia Hardy?
I'm going to go with Aunt May.
You are correct, it is Aunt May. Oh, fucking get over it already!
I know. You found him with his dead body, and your butler still hasn't told you that he died by his own hand.
Might be because his butler didn't actually exist until this movie. Or actually, no, it didn't exist until the next movie. He's not even in this one. Come on.
Wait, doesn't he become the Goblin in this one?
No, he finds the stuff at the end as a little tease. To be like, ooh, is he going to be the Hobgoblin or some actual character? And then he's just...
The new Goblin.
We'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
Also, that's a bit shitty to just... Clearly she was unaware that he was just going to publicly announce their engagement like that. It's a bit rude.
Is she not basically 18? And this guy's like a fucking astronaut. Is he not going to be like mid to late 20s?
Well, I was thinking about that, actually. And I don't think so. I think they're a bit older than that in this because there are a couple of...
But it's 2 years later. So
yeah, but there's a couple of time jumps
in this movie.
in the first Spider-Man movie. Like, after he leaves high school, there's like maybe
there is actually, yeah.
bit of a time jump to him, like... Although they're like college age in this, so I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, why do you keep using the webs if you've got the yips? Oh.
Fucking ow!
This is his back, isn't it? Oh no, that's when he lands in the cars.
I like how his wrists still make the noise. So they're just like squirting out air. That's horrid.
It's just gas.
Ugh.
It's got nothing left but dust.
Ugh. Right, question 4.
Yep.
In the comics, Doc Ock once upgraded his arms to be so powerful he was able to defeat A. Venom, B. Juggernaut, C. The Hulk, or D. Kang the Conqueror.
We'll go with A.
You going with A, Venom?
Well, no, maybe not. Yeah, go on, I'll go with A.
It was, in fact, the Hulk.
Really?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Well, it happened, so...
I don't believe that. Because the only reason that Tony Stark's Hulkbuster beat the shit out of the Hulk was because he had like an anesthetic gas that he developed with the Hulk.
Yeah, but he made his arms very, very powerful, and they're already pretty strong.
They're no Hulk level stronger.
Yeah, well, apparently they are. Take it up with the writers of the comics,
Fair
right?
enough. Oh, classy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's bought all this equipment somehow. I mean,
we had to get some fancy cigars as well.
yeah. Got some Cubans with the change.
Yeah, so this friend of mine...
Yeah. You're crazy. Real subtle. Although there's a whole doctor-patient confidentiality thing here, so
in
it's
fact,
fine.
if you were smart, you would have actually gone to a doctor and had them fucking analyse you and test you and make sure you've not got spider AIDS or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand like how he as a scientifically minded person isn't concerned that he's had like some.
He was also a
genetic alterations.
teenager.
Well, yeah, but he was also a very smart teenager.
No, he wasn't that smart.
Actually,
like, he knew
I'll tell you
stuff,
what,
but he was a
the
bit
real
of a
the real
dipshit.
issue is that he lives in America, and so that he can't afford the healthcare to get himself linked into.
Yeah, there is
Maybe
that.
that's the thing.
There is that. But I mean, there are free medical clinics. It is a thing.
Well, yeah.
He could have just gone and been like, "Are these big white splotches on my wrist going to be a problem? Is this some sort of cancer or something? Am I going to sprout spider arms or whatever?"
That did happen in the cartoon.
Did indeed. Anyway, question number 5. The last one for this round of Look Out, Here Comes the Spider Quiz.
Please continue. I'm looking out.
Why does Doc Ock wear sunglasses/goggles?
To protect his sensitive little orbs from the glowing radiation ball.
If you do that again, I'm actually going to hit you.
Okay.
Why does Doc Ock wear sunglasses/goggles? Is it A, to hide a fear of eye contact, which his enemies might perceive as a weakness?
That's a possibility.
Is it B, they contain a heads-up display that helps him fight?
It's also a possibility.
Is it C, he thinks they make him look cool?
I mean, that's definitely true.
Or is it D, his eyesight was damaged by the accident that created him?
It's either A or D, I think.
Hmm.
I'm going to go with... What was A again?
To hide a fear of eye contact.
No, I think I'm going to go with that one, because that seems a bit...
Really?
That seems quite like a... Well, I don't know. I mean, are we talking comic book author
Yes,
here?
yes.
I'll go with A.
You're wrong. It is in fact D.
Damn
His
it!
eyesight was damaged
Damn
by
it!
the accident that created him.
I basically got the answer with my stupid throwaway comment at
You
the
did
start.
indeed. It basically gave him like photosensitivity problems, so he has to wear shades
Poor
all the
irradiated
time.
bad guy.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get for fucking around with fusion, isn't it?
Fuck around and find out.
He did. Boy, did he. I think that's probably why he had the bandages on his eyes in the hospital as well, because his eyes were probably damaged.
Do you think when he goes out and about these days he wears sweatbands on his wrists so people don't notice the weird, what look like self-harm scars?
Possibly.
It looks like he's just like
I think he just wears long sleeves. You know?
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I think they referenced that shot in Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yes, which is also that shot is itself a reference to the comics when this happened in the comics.
Oh god.
Fun fact: the music that's playing just now, it was just like a temporary track that they were using.
But it's too good not to have.
Until they found something else, but they were like, yeah, it works. It's good.
much prefer this swaggery walk than the one in the third film.
Yeah. He's happy, isn't he?
I mean, that was clearly not tightened.
How do you fuck that up? do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Boom, boom. That is a tofu hot dog that he's eating there.
Was he a vegetarian?
Yes. Maybe a vegan, actually.
Ugh.
Get
no way to sustain a spider diet.
Yeah, you probably need quite a lot of protein for all that webbing.
I bet that actor's a bit miffed he never got back to be the lizard.
Yeah. They were really setting that up, weren't they?
Oh, weird freeze frame. That was a weird freeze frame.
It was a bit odd.
Or was that a glitch in the video there?
No, it wasn't. Do acting. Stop looking at the audience and do acting. You just
reacted to a person in the audience. You are so sacked.
Yeah, remember the play that you're playing in? She is so fired.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, it is a good play. Importance of being earnest. It's a pretty good play. I wouldn't say she was particularly good in it. But there you go.
Like a good little boy?
Nerd.
So, no jamming? That's a weird way to get married.
Things, yeah.
I didn't even try and talk you out of getting married.
Yeah, you say that now. But it's only a matter of time before some psychopath comes along with a sadistic choice.
Oh.
It's exactly that simple.
You can't get up.
What are you talking about, Peter? Fuck's sake.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, don't tempt me.
Don't do the poetry again.
He's not. I think he actually learned his lesson with that one. Well, get you.
How boring and traditional.
It's not that different. He's still
a dweeb.
Weird incel weirdo.
Oh yeah, he could barely even see her that whole time. Because his eyesight spontaneously degenerated.
Yeah. Cripes?
And now I get to try on the costume.
Yeah.
Is that a deleted scene?
It is, yeah. It was actually going to be in it, but then they didn't bother. He would actually have the physique to play Spider-Man, to be honest.
Who? J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. He's
ripped.
Pretty ripped. He does like weightlifting and stuff, I think. Robbie's not happy.
Yeah, it's funny how it's only really J. Jonah Jameson that doesn't like Spider-Man. They just all go along with it.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
Yeah, that's lazy songwriting.
I mean, you could help as a person.
Yeah, you could still do something. Also, quite brazen of those thugs to be accosting that person, like basically right in the street, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You
No,
shot
it
him?
wasn't. It was Peter's doing for not killing the guy or stopping the guy who killed him. Well, that's not true either. We find out in the third film that it wasn't actually the guy, was it?
Yeah. But if he had stopped that other guy, then the whole thing would have played out very differently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
But he's still got the car, look.
Yeah.
Blaming us. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
He wanted to drive you. That's his fault, then, if you want to go that way.
Yeah, it's the flawed reasoning of a grieving person, you know?
Yes. Silly grievers.
Silly grievous.
Oh, that's better. I can put my hood up and then I've not got sun in the eyes.
Yeah.
How cunning. No,
Yeah, library, in quotes, doing, quote, homework.
I was in the library.
Ah! See what he did there?
Yeah.
It was good. Revenge. It was actually the right thing to do.
It was. Which was the wrong thing to do. In that moment.
Well, yeah.
In that moment.
Yeah, sort of.
I feel like that would have come up in conversation first.
Yeah. That's a lot to
Keep from
lay on the woman in
after
one
2
go,
years.
you know? Good scene there. Some good acting going on there from Rosemary Harris.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't from Peter. I mean, he acted, technically.
I think he was doing alright.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah,
Well, look at the muscles quivering in there. Like.
Clearly this is going to go so much better with this bodged together thing. Also, where is he getting all this stuff from?
Mail order? Amazon?
Oh, right, yeah. I'll just go on Amazon and order myself a...
Yeah, how's he getting it delivered to this abandoned building as well? What? And it was just ready to be... It was just turned itself on after you moved it in place. That's really bad practice.
I guess IKEA in this universe does nuclear reactors. I guess.
Well, no, he's building his own reactor out of parts of other reactors, maybe.
Well, maybe. Oh no, there he is.
He does exist.
He does exist, sort of. Yeah, fuck off.
Is he just... He's a bit snide. Like, your father wasn't such an asshole as you. Yeah, well, I'm played by James Franco, so I'm obviously more of an asshole than Willem Dafoe.
David Franco?
James.
I thought
Did I
you
say
said
David?
I thought you said David.
Jimmy Frankie.
Yeah, Jimmy the Shite Bag. You'd probably go inside at this point and, like, get a gun.
He's probably packing already. He strikes me as the kind of asshole to have a concealed weapon.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually. Hello? That seems unnecessary. I love that. Amazing that none of that spilled. I mean, he's not wrong, to be fair. He is a bit of a hack.
Didn't take much convincing there, Harry.
I mean,
fair play.
Get dangled over a building is...
It was like, no way! Oh, okay, alright, immediately.
If that isn't going to change your mind lickety split, then I don't know what will. Oh. You're a bad man, Harry.
Yeah, you have actually just done something somewhat irredeemable there.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a bit late for that.
And you technically just told him to kill Peter, so...
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Well, actually, no, he then said not to kill.
Yes. Oh, it's another burning building. That apparently nobody noticed until it got this bad.
How have you not already called them?
He's learning a lesson. Personally, I would have, if I was going to redeem myself and get back into the superhero game, I probably would have helped the guy getting beaten up in the alleyway.
Yeah.
That seems a lot easier than this.
Careful of backdrafts. Or is this another prank? I don't understand how he's just lost his powers. It's not like he's just...
Because it's psychosomatic.
But then...
Or something.
I don't know, but does psychosomatics mean you feel pain more and stuff like that? Or
I don't
take damage more easily? Even though we should both be suffocating right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of smoke that they're breathing in. It's probably all lead paint as well, which is just gonna complicate things, really, isn't it?
It really is.
Do a big jump! Woo! Nearly. It's pretty good.
Spidey strength, come on.
Just throw the child. There you go, teamwork. She can be Spider-Man's sidekick.
Jeez,
Kablam!
Oh, don't thank me or anything.
Well, they didn't really give him a chance. He was just sort of
he didn't
off like a shot. Oh, damn. If only I was Spider-Man.
Oh, wait. I am Spider-Man.
Maybe I should be Spider-Man
again.
again.
For not being involved more. He's beginning to believe.
Oh, shit. I've got a conscience.
It's not about what you need. With great power comes great responsibility. Don't you remember what your uncle told you?
Oh, here comes an intruder. How'd they get in? Intruder window. Actually, the door, but you know. Good day.
Yes, please.
Yeah. It does sound quite nice.
Take a glass of milk after this if you like.
That's fine. I'll be fine. Did she just sit there and watch him eat that cake?
Yes, she did.
Oh, well, she had her own. I suppose that's fine.
We know she's got a bit of a thing for Pete, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Peter, I hate you. You should have told me that story years ago. I never wish to see you again. Oh no.
No, actually the opposite.
I'm moving out. And moving on. I wish to never see you again after this.
So you're not able to take care of things yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Have you got that spare $5 to pay Henry Jackson?
It's got some mixed messages coming from here. Yeah. Right, shall we do some IMDb bits? Interesting or not interesting? Let's go. IMDb bit number 1.
Continue it.
Willem Dafoe was not originally supposed to return for this movie, but he was walking back to his apartment one night and saw the cast and crew filming nearby. He stopped by the set to say hello, and the filmmakers decided to give him a cameo appearance. Is that interesting or not interesting?
It's quite interesting.
It is quite interesting.
Ding. Interesting ding.
Willem Dafoe is so great, all he has to do is just show up somewhere and they give him a job.
I was just wandering past. Very good.
Very good.
I burned them. They weren't yours
awful.
To give away. That's really mean.
That's a terrible thing to do. That happened. Similar thing happened to me actually when I was very young and we moved house. My parents gave away like loads of toys and stuff, obviously because they had to make. Had to give something away. But it was like a lot of like Star Wars toys from the 70s. They were all they were all like severely played with and
still
damaged,
valuable to an extent.
Yeah, even just as collector's pieces.
Yeah, as cool things.
So like that. I was like 5 years old at the time, so I didn't even really know what Star Wars was. But looking back on it now, I'm just like, that's awful. Could have at least sold them, you know.
Aunt May knows he's Spider-Man.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man knows he's Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. Everybody knows. I think everybody's just sort of pretending that they don't, because he's quite clearly trying to maintain a secret identity, but he's really bad at it.
And they're like, oh, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Oh, bless. He thinks it's a secret. We always see his costume under his shirt.
Speaking of Rosemary Harris, IMDb trivia bit number 2.
Go ahead.
Rosemary Harris enjoyed doing her own stunts.
I bet she did.
Contrarily, Alfred Molina didn't, because he claims he's not very good at them, and he doesn't like taking work away from real stuntmen. Is that interesting or not interesting?
It's unexpected and interesting.
I would say interesting, yes. Ding, what a nice man.
Though having said that, there's something to be said for stunts looking great because the actors have done them. I mean, as much as I hate Tom Cruise, I like that you can see him actually doing the stunt and his face comes to camera when he's thrown against a train or something. Yeah. It's something a bit more engaging or, immersive when you see the actual actors doing it.
True.
You're not Spider-Man. Wink.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you're doing the test again where you're just going to jump across an impossibly wide chasm and hope you don't die.
Yeah, just hope for the best.
Isn't this when he...
Don't try, starting from the ground and jumping up.
Yeah, well, what's that? It was a comedian that made that joke. What is it about people on drugs who think they can fly? If you think you can fly, why not try it from the ground first?
Yeah.
That's Bill Hicks, I think,
Bill
isn't
Hicks
it?
thing, yeah. You're ruining it for the rest of us. I suppose the idea is to put himself under some significant pressure and get the adrenaline going. And
that is an ugly
That is a
face.
very, bit of a strained face, that. That is a pretty impressive leap for a normal person.
Don't know why he quite fell like a comic book character, though. It should still be moving
sideways.
sideways.
I think it might be because it's a comic book movie set in a comic book universe.
Gotcha. Oh.
That is so painful.
Pretty sure he didn't do that stunt himself.
So yeah, probably not a reference to his very real, actual back.
I mean, it might be. He might have been down for it.
Well, possibly.
Like, I can't do these stunts, but I'll just walk away and pretend I've hurt my back, because I have.
And it's
all
a fun jape.
Those lights will be flashing.
Yeah, maybe they're broken though. Right, trivia bit number 3.
Go time.
Danny Elfman,
Yep.
who composed the film score for this and several other films by Sam Raimi,
Several, yes.
had some sort of falling out with the director during the course of this film, and has been quoted saying, "To see such a profound negative change in a human being was almost enough to make me feel like I didn't want to make films anymore." However...
Who said that?
One of them. However, Raimi and Elfman reunited 9 years later for Oz the Great and Powerful 2013. Is that interesting?
No,
or not interesting? It's not interesting. Fuck off, Danny. Just fuck off.
She's trying to recreate the upside down Spidey kiss.
Yeah, she's not doing a very good job though, is she? And also, that's a weird thing to do.
Back on the moon. No.
Nah, you're shit, actually. I prefer...
I'm at least 300,000 kilometres closer.
I prefer dweeby little incel assholes, actually. It's a real 360 set, this.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, this sequence they kind of redid in the Flash movie, didn't they? Or in the trailers for it, certainly, when he sort of... Or was there not something similar to this? With him and MJ and the... Not MJ, in him and...
Sort of. You might be
Iris
thinking of the thing in Zack Snyder's Justice League where he saves her from the car crash.
Yeah. Or I don't know, maybe...
Which is actually a very good sequence. I like the speed... force sequences.
Him walking through the glass and
him going through the glass and the way he sort of bursts out of his shoes when he turns, and the divots and stuff that he leaves in the concrete when he skids to a halt. That's all pretty good. And the bit where he goes back in time, like the time travel bit, it was really well done.
You're being sarcastic.
No, it was great.
Oh, you mean in the
In Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Not in the Flash
not
movie.
Not in the Flash
you see
movie.
the Flash movie?
Of course I have. I had to just out of sheer morbid curiosity. It's awful. It's really, really bad.
Supergirl was alright. Batman was alright.
Batman was tedious and pointless. Supergirl was very good, to be fair. Yeah, but that whole thing was just awful. But yeah, in the Zack Snyder Justice League, the bit where he runs back in time and it's all like the ground's like reforming under his feet and everything. Yeah. It's really well done. Yeah, but then in the Flash, it's just like
cosmic treadmill and CGI.
Yeah, big glowing orbs of
shit
of insensitivity to actors who've had tragic pasts and so forth.
And Nick Cage.
Yes. Yes. Ugh.
Do it upside down so I can test if it's cute.
Yeah.
Don't think we're going to get to have a snog.
I don't think that she's taken into consideration the fact that she is quite a famous actor.
In public, yeah, but
and they're in public, and everybody knows that she's getting married, and definitely not to this dipshit. So, honestly, for the sake of her career,
I said, "Kiss me, not throw me across the room."
For the sake of her career, it's probably just as well that Dr. Octopus nearly kills them. Like, what was he hoping to do here? Because that car was going to kill them. It was going to kill Peter. And he's trying to get Peter alive so that he can interrogate him.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
He's not really thought this whole thing through. Oh, it's Godzilla?
Let them fight.
It's, Godzilla 98 is attacking us.
Let them fight.
Stop doing that.
Hello.
I like the, bruising around his thing that's been fused to him. That's quite
abdomen.
Good. Yeah. And again, that would kill a normal person.
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah, a bit weird, janky CGI people going on here. Doesn't exactly look real. Right, trivia bit number 4. Wait,
it's
what?
Not too bad though.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I mean, it's
trivia bit number 4 then.
The noise we hear whenever the spider web touches something, e.g., walls, Dr. Octopus, etc., was made by hitting tape from a cassette and leather strips on the floor. Is that interesting or not interesting?
I actually quite like the art of Foley, so I will say that's interesting.
Indeed. Interesting. Ding. Foley moly, you might say.
Do you want to know my favourite Foley fact, which I think you already know, but I'm going to tell you again anyway?
Please do.
The sound effect for the laser guns in Star Wars is somebody hitting a spanner against a high-tension metal wire on the grounds of Lucasfilm Ranch thing.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Pew! Pew!
Very good. She has a name, actually.
Yep.
Thanks, Hoffman.
He's a menace!
I want Spider-Man! They got that headline out pretty damn quick.
I think that might have been the wonders of editing there.
Yeah, possibly.
Or he's been swinging around for 12 hours.
Well, he's probably out of practice. He'll want to warm up a little bit, you know. Which would mean that Octavius has been waiting on top of this tower for like 12 hours. He's going to be freezing.
Well, he did say time, didn't he? So he already gave him 8 hours.
Oh, yeah. That's
They were meeting for lunch or breakfast, weren't they?
Yeah. Brunch. What's brunch? Another little Flash reference there for you.
Sorry, I was watching the movie. Say again.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter. I've moved on.
His spidey senses are a bit feeble in this, because you'd think he'd be dodging all these hits.
Yeah, well, again, he's out of practice. Whoosh! See, that just would have gone right through him.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be pretty strong to be able to just rip what is presumably like cast iron, just rip it apart like paper.
Well, he has got nano-enhanced metal arm things.
Oh, here we go.
It's the sequence!
The excellent train fighty sequence.
Did you ever see the rated R version that the corridor crew edited together of him stopping the train and his arms being ripped off?
I've not seen that. No.
We'll watch that after.
Oh, right in the face. Again, Dr. Octopus, essentially a normal man, getting kicked in the face by Spider-Man, who is very, very, very strong.
Very agile as well.
Yeah. Right, trivia bit number 5. Go
ahead.
Many fans, including Sam Raimi himself and Tobey Maguire, prefer this film more than the first or third one. Is that interesting or not interesting?
Just next question. I'm not even dignifying that with a response.
Is it interesting or not interesting?
It's so uninteresting, I'm not dignifying it with a response.
You have to give an answer. That's how this works.
So not interesting that I'm not dignifying it with a response.
Correct, it's not interesting.
I didn't respond. I'm just saying it's so not interesting that I'm not dignifying it with a response.
I mean, you have actually responded like 5 times. So,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, firstly, who cares what they think?
But second of all,
frankly.
they're right, and obviously, because they're the best of the 3.
Yeah, obviously.
No bloody Topher Grace and his weird melty black goo face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry about that. Not this time around, because that's not the movie that we're watching.
Now we're watching the best of the 3 right now.
Yeah.
Did you know that most fans and even the creator and actors in the film think this is the best one?
That's not really that interesting,
it's not,
is it? No.
This is good, though.
Yep. It is pretty good. It's quite thrilling and exciting.
He really just wants to cause a lot of chaos, doesn't he?
Yeah. He says he's all about the science, but he's clearly having a good time endangering people's lives.
Why does he... I thought he was supposed to bring Spider-Man to James Franco.
Yeah.
So why did he just leave the train?
Because he knew that Spider-Man would try and stop it, and that would probably fuck him up even more than he already is, and then he would have an easier time of capturing him. You know? Hang on to what? I don't think hanging on's going to help, really.
I do love those sort of vibrations in his face.
Yeah. What a buffoon. Why would you think that would work?
I mean, it probably would if the engines weren't on.
Well, yeah.
I got a few, you asshole.
Yeah, like ripping the walls out of some buildings. That'll help.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah,
I'll watch out.
Would never have thought of that.
Yeah, the corridor crew did a thing now where his arms literally rip off at this point.
Yeah.
It's really
That's
funny.
quite funny. Because that probably would happen. You would think he would just, like, attach the webs to the train itself, and then he wouldn't have to, like, do this. But then, heat of the moment and whatever, I guess. And I mean, it worked, didn't it? More or less. Also, why are all these people at the front of the train? Just, what are you doing?
Alright, lads, I've got a great idea.
What?
I was doing a reference to the Italian Job at the end when they're all hanging off the cliff on the bus. And he's like, alright, lads, I've got a great idea. And you just imagine, like, shimmy back a bit.
Yeah.
I'll chuck you a few bars of gold, one by one. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's a miracle that nobody took a photo of him, even in this day and age.
Yeah. I mean, you would get a pretty shitty, tiny quality picture, but yeah, you could...
No, I doubt that there wouldn't be at least one person with an actual point-and-shoot camera in their
Well,
bag. Because
yeah.
that's the era, you know, you do it.
Yeah.
I can make some money, sell it to J. Jonah Jameson.
There'd be like tourists on this thing and all sorts, you would reckon. It was actually filmed in Chicago, I think, this bit, because New York doesn't have any elevated trains anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, just
a
30-year-old child.
No older than my 16-year-old son that looks 30.
No older than my friend Jeff. From the Bulls Club.
My secret identity.
My precious identity that I've revealed to literally everyone ever.
I found this on the top of the train.
Yeah.
That's literally where you took it off, I think.
Yeah, well, he just threw it away. Like, how did they get that? They would have to have, like, spider powers themselves in order to...
You won't tell nobody. Well, who are you going to tell?
Yeah.
Please don't tell anybody.
You do like semantics, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. It's fine, I guess.
We really should move back to the back of the train, though.
No, here's himself. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Oh wait, that was the last one.
Please don't hurt me.
I don't know what's going on. Ooh. Back off, I got this. Oh, wait, I'm horribly injured. Oof.
I mean, I don't really get why he's quite so injured. Is he just exhausted?
Well, yeah, probably.
Is that it? He's just got sore shoulders.
I mean, he did just stop a speeding train with his body, so, you know, it's going to take it out of you. And was just involved in a big old punch-up before then, so, you know, cut him some slack. Yeah, I've got some tritium in my living room as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting there.
Do you have a big chunky safe that you keep all your special tritium in?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, where else are you going to keep it? Just on the coffee table?
Yeah, or it might be paperweight.
Yeah, true.
It's quite a dense metal, I understand, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
I like your evil dagger letter opener.
Yeah. Oh no!
It's Peter!
I couldn't have seen this coming.
I wondered why your voices sound so similar.
Oof. That's pretty strong. he just wants some tritium. He just wants to look at it. Oh, get over it.
No, I didn't. He killed himself. And I could tell you this in one sentence right now and save a lot of issues. I could have already told you.
Yeah.
Thrice.
He could have just left a little note with the body in the last one when he dropped it off.
Sorry, he tried to kill
Harry.
me and he ended up killing himself. Lots of love, Spidey.
Yeah. P.S. You already knew he was a piece of shit, so don't get too upset about it. Hey, I'm talking to you. Right, trivia bit number 6, eh?
Continue.
Near the end of the movie, which we're rapidly approaching,
We are?
Doc Ock, played by Alfred Molina,
This guy.
says, "I will not die a monster." Later, in Monsters University 2013, he plays Professor Knight, a monster. Is that interesting or not interesting?
Not interesting.
No, I think that is very
It's
interesting.
just a coincidence.
I think it's very clever of the writers to slip in a reference to a film that wouldn't exist for another 9 years.
Yes, I'm not even allowed. don't even pretend that's interesting. We know that's not interesting. I'm not losing a point for that.
Are you undermining the integrity of the interesting or not
It
interesting
sounds like
segment?
you're undermining the integrity of the game.
Also, there are no points for this. There's no scoring here. I mean, you can keep points if you like, but nobody
I keep the points. Yeah.
nobody gives a shit.
All the
really.
viewers have been toggling them and writing down little tally points every time.
I hope so.
Yeah.
See, there you go. It's just punching him right in the face. There's actually a deleted scene that was cut from the train fight sequence, I think, where they go like crashing into a building, and Peter's just like for a good minute just punching him full force directly in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gave him one big smack there and just knocked him into the water.
Yeah. Whee!
You're lucky that didn't rip your legs off. Oh, jeez. Yeah, still run.
Oof. Ow. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, she's not happy.
Yeah, a bit of wood against Full Metal Arms. That's a good idea.
Well, a bit of wood against the back of somebody's head. That's pretty effective. Oh!
Oh, that face. That was great.
I would prefer if you got to see his skeleton, like Home Alone 2.
Yeah. Oh, it's self-sustaining.
Oh dear. Well, just leave it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Drown it.
Right, trivia bit number 7. At around 23 minutes, when Peter runs down the stairs to avoid the Russian landlord, the landlord says, in Russian, quote, "Idiot, why are guys like that even born?" End quote. Is that interesting or not interesting?
I mean, it's a little bit interesting because I didn't know what he said until now.
It's not interesting. It's actually very rude. Typical landlord scum, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Just leave it. It'll be fine. Ooh. So yeah, supposedly he gets taken at this point into No Way Home or Far From Home or whatever the fuck whichever one it was. Really awkwardly named, those movies, aren't they? Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
They are, yes.
Get Yourself Home.
And what's the next one going to be called? A New Home? Starting from scratch?
Yeah.
Like, Homeward Bound?
Yeah.
Home Alone? Spider-Man Home Alone, that bit good one where he's just setting up loads of webbing traps for the thieves.
Yeah. Right, trivia bit number 8. Go
ahead, sorry.
Am I boring you?
No, it's just a long movie, early start.
True. If you look carefully,
which I do,
Dr. Kurt Connors has only one arm.
The actor
He lost.
Only has them tucked in. Is this what you're going to say?
No. He lost an arm in a war zone overseas. He used to be a surgeon before the accident, patching up soldiers. He was briefly mentioned in Spider-Man 2002, but not seen. He fired Peter for always being late.
Mm-hmm.
In the comic book, he becomes the Lizard when he experiments at growing a new arm through combining lizard DNA with his own. Is that interesting or not interesting?
I mean, I knew it all, but it is interesting.
It's not that interesting. You could.
You've
got to pay real close attention to spot that he's got missing an entire arm. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he's only half the surgeon he used to be.
Very good. Very good.
So you're not going to give me a hand for that one?
No, I'm not giving you anything for anything. Actually.
Fine.
Fine then. Fine.
Oh, and now you realise.
Suddenly, a lot of things make a lot of sense. Right, trivia bit number 9. Uh-oh. No! Yeah, again, these movies spawned 1,000 Tobey Maguire face memes.
Move, please.
She's trapped under a thing.
This is really heavy.
Yes, what was the thing? Trivia bit number 9. At around 1 hour and 25 minutes...
About 20-something minutes ago.
When trying to get his powers back, Peter says he needs to get a strong focus when he falls and lands on a car which goes undamaged. The make and model of the car was a 2000 Ford Focus. Is that interesting or not interesting?
Yes, one of those.
But which?
Well, indeed, that's the question you're asking me.
Yes.
And I'm about to answer it for you.
You should.
I'm going to say that is not interesting. It's a pun. I like puns, but it's not really interesting specifically.
It is actually interesting.
Oh, fuck. I'm not doing very well at these.
Good joke. Good joke, guys. Well done. Now, would this actually work?
What? Drowning a nuclear reactor?
Yeah.
No, you just boil the sea.
Yeah. I suppose you would break the containment thing or whatever, and it would collapse or something. But yeah, it doesn't seem like this would.
I feel like it would explode if you collapsed the containment thing.
Yeah, probably.
This is a fusion bomb being contained within an electromagnetic field.
Yeah.
That's just going to go kablooey and destroy half the city.
Yeah.
After boiling away the ocean.
Well, we're both wrong because it worked.
Well, it did. Yeah, I mean, in the realms of comic book science, it worked perfectly. Oh, this always creeped me out, this bit. He's spun a little web for her to lie on. And she's stuck there. She's not holding on. Is she?
She is holding on, look.
Yeah, it looks like she's just stuck there. It also looks very vertical.
It does a bit. Probably could have.
I think I always knew, but I never verbalised it.
Why didn't you fucking say something then?
No, I don't quite get that. No.
That's not your
not
decision.
Your decision,
to make.
Yeah. I want to risk getting murdered on a weekly basis by being your spider friend.
Really?
Well, it's not.
Oh, I'm not a spider person.
I was doing what she was thinking.
Okay.
But I want a spider boyfriend. She's thinking.
Yeah.
Or a spider friend.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Or is it a Spider-Man friend?
One or all of the above. Right, down you go.
Why are you just lowering her down? Just drop down and use your lowering skills holding onto her. That's got to be a lot less scary.
Yeah, but then everyone will see his face.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, everybody already has, but, you know.
Everyone's seen his bloody face. Oh, Spider-Man saved me. By the way, I fancy Spider-Man now. It's over.
But I'm going to wait until literally the last possible moment to realise that. And
oh, God, yeah. Doesn't she like, go through with the wedding almost?
Yeah.
What an asshole move.
Bit of a dick move, yeah.
But she just wants to have more of an acting job on stage, in front of people for a bit.
I guess. Yeah, off you fuck now, Spider-Man. Your work here is done.
Oh, he did have his mask, so what was his excuse for not going down?
I don't know. Whee! What was that web attaching to? Who knows? Who cares?
Aeroplane or a helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
Helicopter, probably.
Yeah, it's usually a helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Mopey McGee.
Jimmy Cranky.
This is the bit where Willem Dafoe shows back up again. Remember that whole thing that I said where he showed up and they gave him a job just because he showed up?
Well, I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. He's a very famous and talented actor. So yeah, you would be like, yeah, come on then.
And he likes his masks.
He does. And he loves a cackle.
He does a good cackle.
And he does. That was a bit penguin-y. I like doing the penguin laugh.
And you're hallucinating me.
What, like a parasite? What's going on here? No, you're a ghost.
You're not even a ghost, you're a figment of my imagination. I always thought I want those to be my last words, even if I'm like dying of like getting hit by a car or cancer or something. I just want to be saying, "Avenge me," as I die.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And then anyone around me will be like, "What do I avenge? Oh my god, I've got to devote my life to like skin cancer research or something." Wait, if I do die of that, please do.
I will try.
Avenge me! Avenge me!
I can't make any promises. Ah!
Jump scare.
Ugh!
Oh, jump scare.
Load of balls.
That's a lot of balls. Although I suspect there's mirrors involved in the amount of balls that are there.
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
Oh, and they made more of the magic green shit.
Yeah. Well, you would, wouldn't you?
You'd expect it to need to be kept somewhere a bit more temperature controlled than just on a shelf in a cupboard.
Yeah, room temperature's fine.
What, for 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we know it's fine because it works.
Yeah, but it's also a comic book. I'm applying real life physics to chemistry to the storage of medicinal substances.
Oh, it's a return of your famous character,
Captain Pedant.
Where's the energy man?
Yes. I'm sorry. Where does Groot get all the energy from? I don't understand.
From sunlight and cosmic.
That's not how mass
works. And stuff. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, mass and energy are the same thing. So if you manage to absorb a bunch of energy, you can just convert it into mass.
But you need a lot of... Yeah, but no. You don't just turn raw photons into mass.
Well, apparently you do if you're Groot.
Yeah, if you're a plant, you do it by absorbing carbon and stuff and turning that into solid matter with the energy of the sun, right?
Yeah.
But you're not doing that quickly with just the surface area of Groot.
Yeah, well...
Where's he getting the carbon from? Is he just, like, breathing it all in and, like, decarbonizing the air? That'll cause problems for the plants around.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
Also,
who are you to judge the ways of a cosmic space tree?
Also, who are these bridesmaids? We've never met any of MJ's friends. Does she even have friends?
One of them was one of her co-stars, I think, in the play.
Really?
Oh, JJ. He knows what side his bread's buttered on, or his broad's bettered on.
Indeed. I mean, that's quite the meringue.
Certainly is. Right, shall we do trivia bit number 10?
Let's do it.
Alfred Gough and Miles Miller's initial script draft had Spider-Man doing battle with Dr. Octopus, the Lizard, and Black Cat. Is that interesting or not interesting?
The only interesting part about that is that I think those are the people who wrote for Smallville, aren't they?
I don't know.
Well, you didn't look up the writers of the film and
No.
what they've done as well.
You expect me to put effort into these?
You often
things?
do, yes. You often put in quite a great... Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to say not interesting.
No, that is interesting.
Oh.
Ding. It seems like too many villains to me, to be honest.
Well, I'll do that in the next film.
Would probably have made the film feel sort of bloated and badly paced, and at least one of them would probably end up being a pale imitation of its comic counterpart.
Yeah, let's hope.
Anyway, join us next time for Spider-Man 3.
On that note, yeah. He's just basically seen her like run away from her wedding, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not sure." It's like, "No, I'm pretty sure she's sure."
Yeah. I mean, take a good thing when it comes your way, Peter. Come on.
Yeah, when does anything good ever come your way? Although, having said that, you have had your sexy Eastern European neighbour like pining over you for years, and you've just done nothing but eat a bit of cake. Bit timid.
Yeah. Well, he's a weird
they seem like a better
isn't
match, don't they? Him and the
Yeah,
landlord.
I guess.
Although I imagine he'd get in a lot of trouble if he upset the landlord's daughter.
Yeah, I don't think that's a
What is it?
viable situation at all, really. Huzzah!
They're like, "Oh, this is the first time we've kissed in years." Go get him, Tiger. The subtitles there said them. It should say It should say go get him.
Yeah.
General Pedant strikes again. Yeah.
And here he goes, doing a big swingy swing.
He's got a new suit. He patched it up a bit.
Well, he's probably got a couple of spares, you know. Whee! Woo! It's good all that swinging about, isn't it?
I don't know if those helicopters should be flying that low.
Definitely not. That's really dangerous.
They're probably also flying into his strings.
Yeah.
No, it's a good movie though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. Speaking of which, just quickly before we go, do I think this is the best Spider-Man movie and maybe even the best comic book movie?
Yes.
No!
Oh. I thought
best-
that was the whole thing. You were teasing me that whole time. Oh, I'm so... I've got to take a minute there.
In actual fact, the best Spider-Man movie is obviously the 1977 TV pilot for the Amazing Spider-Man series.
Right, well, we'll see you all next week, everybody.
The best comic book movie is probably Catwoman or something.
Right, I'm definitely ending it on that note.
Okay, on that note, join us next time for Spider-Man 3. Goodbye!
Goodbyes!